I want to share with you an illustration that I often use with couples to demonstrate or to underscore how we can sometimes have these gray areas in our communication and really the damage that they can do for our overall marriage relationship. Years ago, if you would have come into my office, I would have had three things sitting on my desk. I would have had water, coffee, and soda. And I'd ask couples, I'd say, I'm thirsty. What do I want to drink? And I'd get all kind of answers. Back then, years ago, way back then, I used to work out about 6 days a week. And so couples would say, well, you look like you're trying to be healthy, and so you must want water. And other couples would say, well, it's the middle of the summer, it's hot outside, nothing beats a thirst like a nice soda. And I get other couples who would say, well, this is never a compliment, by the way. They would say, well, you look a little sleepy, so you must want coffee. What they were doing is based on what they understood my need to be. They started giving me or recommending what they thought the solution or the need was. It's very much how we can start to communicate, where we have these gray areas where we give our spouse what we think they're asking for, and so we start reaching for our best solutions. The only problem is that's not what they're asking for. Years ago, I met a gentleman on the golf course who shared with me a story from his own marriage. And he said, his wife had asked him for more time. Thinking he understood exactly what she meant, he started giving her more time. He changed his entire work schedule, his entire daily routine. Started being home every day at 6 o'clock so he can spend time with his wife because that's what she asked for. He was giving her all the water that he thought she was asking for. Then a couple months down the road, they had a pretty big argument, pretty big fallout. And she said during that fallout, that argument, she said, you don't listen to me. You never listen to me. I told you I needed to spend more time and you haven't done anything about it. He responded by saying, I can never please you. You asked for more time. I've been giving you more time. I've changed my whole work schedule. Nothing I do will ever satisfy you. It's what I call a swell of frustration. The problem is he was giving her water when she really wanted soda. Let me a silly illustration, but I hope it underscores the point that in our marriage communication, we don't want to reach for these gray areas. What his wife was really looking for was for them to go away once a month on a family trip together, or just spend time together as husband and wife away from the family responsibilities. They were giving each other everything they thought they needed, and it led to this swell, this greater frustration. But what I'm going to encourage you to do in your marriage relationship, and it's really, really simple to do, is to ask. Even if you think you know exactly what your husband or your wife is saying, say, I heard you, this is what you said, but just to be sure we're on the same page, let me make sure I understand what it is you're saying. Let's stop the guessing where we're trying to determine what it is they need, where we're giving them water when they really want coffee, where they really want more soda and we're giving them water. Let's stop the guessing game and ask. By simply saying, I heard you, can you clarify? What is it that you mean? I believe that if we start to do this in our marriage relationship, we can get rid of some of these gray areas where some of the really big challenges like to hide in our communication.